Let us start with the negative deviation from Raoult's law. So here you can see the graph which denotes that how there is a difference in the graphical representation from the Raoult's law. So here you can see this P1 and P2. These are the graphs. This dotted line indicates this is for P1, this is for P2, and it shows negative deviation from the original values for this P1 and P2. And this is the vapor pressure for the solution here. So this P total, that is equal to P1 plus P2. So at this end, this is x1 equals to 0, and here at this end, x1 equals to 1. So mole fraction increases in this direction. So what is the actual reason for this negative deviation from this Raoult's law? Negative deviation means the values of this P1 and P2, it decreases. So you can see here the decrease from its what is expected according to the Raoult's law. So when you mix this acetone and chloroform together, so, suppose say this, assume this as a component A and this as a component B, or component 2 or component 1 here. So here you can see this, when you mix this A and B together, the total volume expected here, it is 10 plus 10 equals to 20, but it is coming out to be 19.8. So there is a, on mixing these two solvents together, when the solution is formed, there is a decrease in the volume. So that delta V here, it is negative. So there must be more attraction between the molecules of A and B. So this decrease is due to the attraction between the molecules of component A and component B, that is acetone and ethanol. The solution form is more stable. So as there is a decrease in the, there is increase in the attraction between the molecules of A and B, the solution which is formed would be more stable, and the energy must be released here. Means the enthalpy change here, that would be negative. It was positive in case of the positive deviation. So whenever there is a enthalpy change is negative, means the reaction, or when you mix these two solvents together, the reaction or the system would be an exothermic one. So what is happening actually when you mix these two solvents together? This is acetone and this is a chloroform molecule. So there is a formation of hydrogen bond between these two, and due to this hydrogen bond, this solution is more stable here. So that increases the stability of the solution which is formed. So as the stability is increased here, so that results in the negative deviation from the Raoult's law. So it means that these AB interactions, these are greater than AA interactions plus BB interactions. When the interaction between the solute solvent is greater than the interactions between the solute solvent and solute molecules. So it means that the total vapor pressure of the solution, it would be less than the total vapor pressure of the solvent and the vapor pressure of the solute here. That is nothing but the partial vapor pressures of A and B. So the addition of these two would be, this is the less than this the total vapor pressure of the solution. So the solid solvent interactions are very strong. So it's very hard for them to escape in gas phase. When energy is released, solution will become more stable. It means that this stability of this solution indicates that there is a decrease in the vapor pressure, and that decrease in the vapor pressure, that can be shown graphically, that is the negative deviation from the Raoult's law. So this is the actual reason for this negative deviation from the Raoult's law. So we proceed further with the next thing. You can see here in this table, this is the deviation. When it is a positive deviation, the total vapor pressure of the solution would be greater than the ideal one. That means it is nothing but the positive deviation. So in positive deviation, it would be an endothermic process. For example, polar and non-polar solvents, when you are mixing together, now remember here, this non-polar, it is a comparative term. I earlier explained this in earlier videos also. When it is an ideal condition, these two pressures should be equal. But this is, when it is a positive deviation, this is greater than this one. So this delta H would be 0 in this condition, and this is true for the non-polar. If both the components are non-polar, means they are having the same polarity, so the rate of evaporation would be quite similar, and that is nothing but the vapor pressure of this solution would be equal to the ideal conditions here. Whenever it is a negative deviation, the total vapor pressure of the solution would be less than the ideal solution. It means that it is a negative, delta H for this process is negative, as there is a more interactions between the solid solvent molecules, and it is nothing but the exothermic reaction. For example, this is the polar molecule. When it combines with another polar molecules, so there will be negative deviation from the Raoult's law. Now when we proceed further, here in ideal solutions, no change in enthalpy. There is no change in enthalpy. Delta H would be 0 for this. The vapor pressure of solution would be equal to vapor pressure of ideal solution. So it obeys Raoult's law. But when two non-polar solutions, they are mixed together, they interact by van der Waals forces. And these forces are very weak forces. And so there is no enthalpy change. There is no noticeable enthalpy change, or it might be equal to 0. So the tendency of these molecules of component A and B to escape in gas phase would not change when they are mixed together, and that is the reason that they behave ideally here. So this is nothing but this is the condition for the ideality actually. So if the solution is behaving ideally, it means that it should follow these conditions. But this is not true for the solutions. It shows either positive or negative deviations from the ideal condition. So these are the some examples which shows positive and negative deviation from the ideal solution. The ideal solutions like benzene, toluene, hexane, heptane, chlorobenzene, bromobenzene, ethyl bromide, ethyl iodide, butyl chloride, butyl bromide. So you might see here something common. Here it is in, here it is also in. Hexane, both are alkane here. Benzene, it is a common term, you can see here. This alkyl group, ethyl, is common here. Here it is a butyl, it is a common here. So means the solutions, the solvents of the same polarities, if you mix them, there is quite a chance that they might behave ideally. If the solution, they are showing positive deviation, if you see this is just a hint for you. If this solution is formed by mixing acetone, ethanol, acetone, CH2, carbon disulfide. Here you can see the circled one, that is ethanol, CH2, ethanol, methanol, CCl4. Here also CCl4, here also ethanol. So means alcohol, CH2 and CCl4. If you find either of these constituent from this given mixtures, you can say that it might show the positive deviation. Here, if the solutions are showing negative deviation, what are the possible combinations? That is acetone, aniline, means they are having the comparative polarities between them. So acetone, chloroform, they are nearly having same polarities. Methanol, acetic acid, H2O, HNO3, chloroform, diethyl ether, water, HCl, acetic acid, pyridine. So you see whatever you see a common here, that is acids are there. Acetic acid, HNO3, here also HCl, here acetic acid. So these are the solvents of the comparatively same polarity. If you mix them together, they will show negative deviation from the Raoult's law. Now when you proceed further, you can sum up whatever is related to this ideal conditions, positive and negative deviation. So this is the ideality, condition for ideality, that total vapor pressure of the solution would be equal to P1 plus P2. What is this P1? That is partial vapor pressure of component A or 1. This is the partial vapor pressure of component 2 or B. So addition of these two should be equal to the total vapor pressure of the solution. But when the solution is showing positive deviation, this is the condition, that is total vapor pressure would be greater than P1 plus P2. Because this P1 it is greater than P01 into X1, P2 is greater than P02 into X2. This is also discussed earlier also. Whenever it is a negative deviation, this total vapor pressure of the solution would be less than P1 plus P2, because these are having the lesser value than this P1, and P2 is having less value than this multiplication of these two terms. This is the mole fraction and this is the vapor pressure of the solvent one. This is the vapor pressure of solute here. So when you mix them together, the addition of these two is less than the total vapor pressure of the solution. Now, whenever it is an ideal condition, AB interaction should be equal to AA interactions plus BB interactions. But in case of positive deviation, these AB interactions are less than AA interactions and BB interactions. So you can see here there is an inverse relationship between this total vapor pressure of the solution and their interactions. So these are the interactions for solution. If these are having the less value or smaller interactions between the solvent and solute molecules, that increases the vapor pressure of the solution. Remember, so these are inversely related here. Similarly here, this AB interaction, these are for solution. These are greater than the interactions between AA solvent and BB solute here. So here you can see this total vapor pressure of the solution, it is less than this vapor pressure of the component A and component B. Means if the interactions are more, the solution, the vapor pressure of the solution would be less. So here also again you can see the inverse relationship between these two. Now whenever it is an ideal condition, this delta H should be 0 when you mix them together. So the change in volume should be always equal to 0. But in case of positive deviation, as I earlier explained, that delta H is positive, it is absorbed during this positive deviation. And in case of when you mix solute and solvent together, there is a change in volume. So a little bit volume is increased by some ml. It is expected to be 10 plus 10 should be equal to 20, but it is coming out to be 20.2. So that small increase, that is delta V is greater than 0. When you mix, if the solution is showing negative deviation, means delta H mixing should be less than 0 and delta V mixing again should be less than 0. Means expected is 20, 10 plus 10, 20, but it is coming out to be 19.8. So there is a small decrease in the volume also. Fourth point you can see here, it do not form azeotrope. I'll be explaining this further. And the escaping tendency of A and B would be same here in case of the ideal solution. But in case of this positive deviation, components escape easily, showing higher vapor pressure. You can see here, this is higher vapor pressure. Total vapor pressure of the solution is more. Whereas in case of this component, they do not escape easily, showing lower vapor pressure. You can see here, this total vapor pressure is less. So this is about the ideality, then positive deviation and the negative deviation from the Raoult's law. Now when you proceed further, here you can see this is what are these azeotropes. So there are two different types of azeotropes: minimum boiling azeotropes, which shows positive deviation, and maximum boiling azeotropes means showing negative deviation. So when you mix C2H5OH, that is ethanol plus water together in the composition of 95% ethanol and 5% water, a point will reach where they cannot be separated from each other by the processes like fractional distillation. So the boiling point of ethanol, actually it is 78 degrees Celsius, and boiling point of water, here it is 100 degrees Celsius. But when you mix these two components together with the percentage of 95 and 5% respectively, so the boiling point of this mixture would decrease by some degrees, that is it reaches up to 77 degrees Celsius. And the thing is that at this temperature, these two components will be in combination with one another. They cannot be separated. So there is a decrease in the boiling point So now this mixture will boil at 77 degrees Celsius, and such mixtures are called as the azeotrophs. These are called as azeotrophs. So 78 and 100, there is a decrease, and that is why these are called as minimum boiling azeotrophs. Now there are maximum boiling azeotrophs also. Suppose HNO3, that is 68%, and water 32% in composition if you mix them, and this is the boiling point of nitric acid and this is of water. So actually when it reaches this composition, 68% HNO3 and 32% water, so there would be increase in the boiling point of this mixture, which increases from this values to 120 degrees Celsius. So such mixtures are called as the maximum boiling azeotrophs. Means there is an increase in the boiling point from their original one when they are mixed together, and it shows an increase in the boiling point. It means that they are having low vapor pressure. So the solvents which boils at low temperature, they will be having higher vapor pressure. So as there is an increase in the boiling point, it means that they are showing low vapor pressure in the mixing condition. It means that these are the solutions with the negative deviation, and these are the solutions with the positive deviation. So this is about the azeotrophs and all. Thank you.